Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Cossacks 2 Battle for Europe. Last time around, or what I should say, since last time around, I've gone ahead and I spent quite a lot of money to turn a lot of these provinces here into rebellious provinces, to just keep the Russians down a bit more, and to keep my enemies at bay. I'm not entirely sure if I'm currently I'm at war with the Ottomans, the Prussians, and the Polish. Now the Polish and the Prussians are the only ones in position to attack, and they've got a number of different choices to make. Rome is one, 18 garrisons. Toulouse is one, 18 garrisons. Paris, 24. Munich, 24 as well. So they don't really have a good choice there. Both of them has also attacked provinces which previously held 18 squads, and so their own armies have been slightly depleted down to 14 squads and 15 squads. So I'm not entirely sure if they will be able to make another attack this turn. I think the Polish will have a harder time, given the fact that the Polish only at this point controls Berlin. The Prussians, however, have a few more regions and are more likely to be able to replenish and attack. I would imagine that they will go either towards Rome or Toulouse. Anyways, back on our front, we're about to push out the Russians, hopefully. The Russians only have 2 provinces left. Not entirely sure what kind of... they've got iron and coal as the main resources of these locations. A little bit of food and gold and so forth as well. And then we have Moscow, 16 in his army and then 10 as the garrison. 26 versus our 20. Looks like a good battle. I think by this battle, attacking Moscow again, but this time with the enemy army, is probably going to be maybe a slightly bit more interesting. Usually when I come up against the armies, it's a bit harder time fighting them, because they've got those experienced troops like the grenadiers and stuff that have a tendency to break my units, especially the enemy cannons. See if we can quickly just move around here, capture as many of these villages as possible. But then, very similar to what we did before, is we're gonna make the main attack towards the front of Moscow, and we'll bombard that. Okay, so I think we were too late to take this, so we'll have to charge in. But the other villages we were able to take. Let's see about attacking and taking on this. We were unsuccessful here as well, so we'll have to charge in. And we seem to have been unsuccessful here as well, charging in there. These guys were unsuccessful as well. And at the same time, as we come to the gates of Moscow, shit, there's a ton of enemy artillery there. Right, everyone needs to halt. You can continue towards taking this, and the rifles can come over there. Right, I want you guys on this side of the road. That was a lot of artillery, and all of it in prepared position against me. Why don't you guys come over here? This unit is taking heavy hits from enemy artillery. Probably actually better if you form into column. Grenadiers go and attack. At the same time, these guys need to capture the different villages and stuff. We forgot about this village, unfortunately. We'll see how that goes. Our 2 artillery pieces need to be on that hill like last time. And where's my rocket? There's my rocket. I want you over there. Into line. This village is ours. rifles, maybe they can continue attacking through there. Have a little bit of a problem here, where we might want to reinforce this actually. Gonna send another squad over there. Crap, I pressed the wrong button. It's D. So one new column towards that location. And then they've blocked us over here. I'm gonna send some more cavalry. Oh, shit. I'm spread thin with my attention, which has caused a bit of problems here and there. We're gonna send the dragoons. Concentrate dragoons on this side, holding this, making sure the enemy doesn't come across. I thought those were grenadiers. Maybe we'll actually try to face the enemy. Shit, you two went way too far here. 55, these guys are about to break, they need to fall back. Shit, that was close. Okay, so rifles could move up, try to pot shot these guys. Oh, they recaptured that village? That's not good. We definitely need to deal with that artillery up there. So I want you guys to aim towards the enemy. Artillery. Shit, close fight. Boom! We didn't even hear that shot there. Bayonets forwards. They're sending in a lot of troops here, which I do not like. We're gonna have to send more men over there. Royal Grenadiers, march as quickly as you can. Let's see if we can break the enemy before they are able to retreat off the hill. And then both units need to bayonet charge into this unit. And we broke it before it was able to attack, which was good. And then we'll set up our position here. Cavalry ready to hold this side of the river. And let's hit these Obligeni units, the home guard. Come on, make sure that you guys hold here. The enemy is really close. Oh, it's a well experienced unit. Oh, what are they doing? They're building a blockhouse. So they're trying to very much split the cavalry away from the main force. We're gonna take this one out as well while we have the chance. Our artillery, we've got one enemy artillery here. The enemy artillery keeps following this unit. And they moved into the village. The idiots. And so we'll march up and retake it. And shit, that unit just broke. Crap. The enemy is focusing all their efforts here at trying to split us off up here, rather than dealing with what we have here, and that's causing them to lose their artillery and a number of other things. And then what happens here is that we've got some stupid rifles that we need to deal with. Charge through, Highlanders. You know what? Fire. The village is now ours. We'll continue through. It's good that I actually got the Grenadiers here, because that means that I can actually blow this up by using the Grenadiers. We're gonna do an advance here. Fire. Ooh, we are about to break. And silly enough, they attack rather than retreat. I'm gonna pull back after that. Now they have built a blockhouse, so attacking that position is going to be a lot harder than before. We can bring in a lot of these guys that are passing by here, that are coming down from up the road. And we can see a lot of the Russians are moving back here. Time to open fire with the guns. Shoot down this unit. Save yourselves! I think we had some enemy troops over there, or we did, but not anymore. Not entirely sure where they went.
Any orders? Just give us an order.
What we'll do is we'll bring the rocket over to this side, because we got a lot of enemies that we can deal with on that side.
Ready.
Let's see. Can I bring in the officer, or do we have an officer for this unit maybe? Kinda wanna bring in the officer. So our camp is there. Maybe I should move the unit over there.
What are your orders, sir?
Trying to bring in the officer, but he doesn't wanna come with us, sir. He said we smell bad.
The foe's approaching. We are under attack.
Let's get those bloody rifles now. We broke that unit trying to attack us.
Get the muskets loaded.
Starting to get stuff in order now. The rifles moved away.
Reload the muskets.
You know what? You probably need to be turning this way. Rifles pull back. Cannons firing onto the enemy. We've got a lot of heavy cavalry and stuff moving up, and really well experienced ones for some of these units as well. And now they moved in between our units here,
The soldiers are ready for battle.
between the Highlanders and the line infantry. Thing though is both of the or this unit and that unit doesn't really have any experience, and we're holding here so far, but they've got a damn blockhouse there. What's this? Your coal supply is low.
The enemy's
That's true.
Sir, we're out of gunpowder.
Given that I had such a big kingdom, I didn't think I was gonna run out of gunpowder, but I did. We've got gunpowder village up there.
Enemy has been spotted near our village.
Hopefully we'll move into defensive position here, and once we've done that... Okay, they fired. You know what? We're gonna have to go for it. Bayonets forward. And then we're gonna see about taking this village out there, getting some more gunpowder, because that's in very much what we need. And also, you know what? Well, I think the grenadiers can actually do this on their own. But the thing is, I really want to get those rifles destroyed. So we're gonna quickly charge in, try to kill them off. And as we take this location,
The enemy is not far away.
form a column. We probably gained a bit. No, we didn't gain any gunpowder. We're gonna have to go up here and get some gunpowder. That means my attack here is gonna have to wait.
Enemy village.
The rocket attack is gonna have to wait, because we don't have any gunpowder, and we're gonna have to take a few shots over here.
The enemy
Cavalry,
is not far away.
you have a possibility to claiming this village, but we're not gonna go through the town. We're gonna go around that way. Rifles. Boom! They shot basically everyone.
The enemy's close.
And we got some gunpowder, but it was immediately used up by whatever unit. I think the rifles probably cost quite a lot. Got an enemy unit trying to go straight through there, and it's about to break itself trying to move through that area. Silly home guard unit. Thing is, we can hold here for quite a while because we're able to resupply these men. But without much more gunpowder, we're gonna have to rely very much on bayonet charges, which I don't really like because we've got a lot of good heavy cavalry units here. So it would be nice if we could get that. You know what?
We've run out of ammo.
Yes, I'm very well aware of that.
Gunfire. We've run out of ammo.
Good, we took that village without casualties. We need to capture something more.
Form a column.
Let's see if we can capture this village as well.
Our squad
There's
is
not
approaching the enemy village.
many more locations where we can get gunpowder. Oh, they're sending in a lot of guys here. Let's see. These are actually reloaded.
We're low on gunpowder.
Turn in here
Not far away.
and then wait for my order.
Enemy village.
We're gonna bounce some shots into this. So far we haven't really lost anyone there. Get shots off in there. Ah, we only had one loaded. And he failed more or less. Fire! Turn. The enemy is retreating from Moscow as they also lack supplies. The thing though is, I'm not entirely sure why, because all the villages that aren't captured are constantly delivering resources into the town, which is how the game works. Which we lost one musketeer, but we were able to take Moscow and we killed off 15 squads. Quite a few guard units. We took out some cannons. Very good. More importantly, Russia has lost its home province once more. And we can't move. Let's go ahead and end turn. See what the Prussians do. The Prussians move back to Stuttgart. Not entirely sure what they're gonna do. These guys go ahead, the Ottomans go ahead and take back Cairo. The Polish go ahead and attack Rome. But they are repulsed. Which is just what I want to hear. Now we'll have to keep up the pressure on the Russians here. They've got 17 squads now. Is that not more than they had before? Let's see. Prussia wants to sign a peace agreement. And Egypt wants to sign a peace agreement. For 35,000 gold each. You know what? Why not? We just gained a shit ton of gold, which I can use to break up more territory here. Let's see if we can sabotage this and just destroy the Russians in one fell swoop. Destroy warehouse, that didn't work. Blow up the garrison. Rebellion is only at 35%. Can I get? Rebellion's at 40%. It only cost me 4,000, so I can do this quite a bit. Yes, there we go. The Russians have only one province left. I spent a lot of that gold that I just got, but I think it's worth it, because we will push Russia out of the game. And I think that will more or less signal our victory. 29 squads versus my 20. And if I'm able to beat Russia and then encompass all of it, I think the other nations will just surrender. Interesting here, since all the provinces or all the villages start off brownish, with a brownish color, which I imagine means that they weren't even... Oh, you know what I should have done with my money? I should have bought some extra bloody food. Let's get these guys down here through this road. I should have bought some extra food. Not food, some extra gunpowder. That was silly of me. We got two really sort of ish. They were good at one point and not good anymore. Let's go ahead and attack. I guess the main attack road is this. Hopefully the Russians know that as well, and so they'll meet us there to fight it out. Cavalry will continue down through here. We've got food village, which we're gonna attack. We've got 3 cavalry squads ready to attack it. A heavy one is gonna move to this.
Our squad is approaching the enemy village.
Be able to strike this from 3 locations. Massive cavalry attack. Don't like the fact that they went and attacked the peasants. That's kind of unnecessary.
Our squads have captured the village.
So now we've captured 2 of the 4 strategic locations. Into line and hold right there. I've concentrated all my troops in this location, which is good. We only got the grenadiers and the line infantry out there to hold this, and then these guys over here fighting to capture this. Ah, here is the enemy. Right, into line, men.
We've spotted the location of enemy troops.
We've spotted the enemy. I'm not entirely sure why they don't spot the enemy. We've spotted the enemy. The enemy has been spotted. Get my cannons up on the road. Get the rocket up there. Capture this. And we captured this as well. We got 2 gunpowder villages up here and we got 1 down there. So let's see if we could get cavalry to cross. If these cavalry units could cross here. Don't I have 2 heavy cavalry squads? Where's the other one? Pretty sure I have 2. And then these guys will go on the long way to try to capture these 2, while the others will go through here and capture these 2. And we can see the main enemy force has turned up here. Oh! Ah, when I attacked the... Where did I get a howitzer from? I didn't buy one, so I guess I captured it from the enemy. You know what? We got perfect shots to just bounce cannonballs through all of this shit. If it weren't for the fact, if it weren't for the fact that it's kind of downhill here. But I mean, we're spreading panic among the enemy already. We're gonna add some panic to it by just opening up full force here. Rockets, howitzer shots. Complete panic have broken up among the enemy. They fire their pistols at close range, I guess trying to break the cannons. The panic that is ensued here in among the Russian troops, that gives us the opportunity to advance in full force.
We've crushed the enemy squad.
As more and more of their squads are just falling before us. Open! Fire! They're sending in the artillery as well. Fire! Everything is just falling apart for the Russians here. I want everyone, bayonets forwards. Get your bayonets going. We've got 6 companies moving up. Shit. Fucking rifles did us in. Okay, hold your fire at this point and push forwards. And our men pushing bayonets are pushing away all the Russian squads. They don't stand a chance here, they were all just broken up. But we've kind of pushed too far at this point. Halt. These two will march over there, the other ones try to hold. Our artillery is following. We have something out there, which is a main point. Maybe I could get some artillery up here firing down towards whatever that is. Swing out a bit. Forwards. Forwards. Line infantry forwards. Let's see if we can't capture this village.
We've obtained information about the enemy's location.
More cavalry is out moving. But nothing I have to worry about, really. We've already broken so many of the enemy's squads. Right, capture this village as well. There is a risk here of something swooping in, taking our... Oh, did they take this village? Yes, they did. 2 cavalry units turned up out of nowhere and did that. Pushing through the
Approaching the enemy
enemy
village.
village.
The village is under our control.
It's under our control.
The enemy is not far away.
Lots of grenades being thrown in there.
The enemy.
Destroy that squad. More or less. First rank will fire and break it for real. And this capture point should then fall into our... Not entirely sure what we got from that. We got some experience, I saw that, but... We probably got maybe some more gunpowder or something from that.
Captured the village.
Captured this village. Let's go ahead and join in here. Get the cavalry going to destroy this enemy cavalry unit.
The enemy's close.
And then at some point we need to get this one, which I could do by sending these.
We've crushed the enemy squad.
And enemy cavalry, kind of broken up. Turn the guns around. See if you can hit that unit before he runs away.
Our squad is approaching the enemy village.
Come on, break that squad. Don't make me chase it. Come on, just one good hit. Wow, really bounced over them.
The enemy's close.
Fine, attack with the cavalry then.
The
Oh.
enemy is not far away.
Heavy cavalry squad. The thing is, this one has nothing really to put up against it. And it... Oh, it's not the Royal Dragoons. Royal Dragoons up and fire! And then charge in. Make sure that we capture this one. Get some iron.
Now the village belongs.
Not entirely sure what you would use iron for. Maybe cannonballs, but you don't really need that many cannonballs with that much iron, I don't think.
The enemy is not far away.
Get these Cossacks. Boom, there we go. And I'm hoping that was the last of them. I can't see any more enemy squads on the map. Let's continue through here. The thing is, I imagine the Russians want to hold this a bit longer than, even if they run out of supplies and stuff, just because this is the last province they have.
Approaching
I guess this map, the capture points, is all about capturing the food supplies.
Information about the enemy's location.
Oh, look at that. Ah, they made a tower. Shit. I'll move past it really quick. Come down here.
Rifles firing distance.
Oh, and then they've got the guard chasseurs over there. We're not loaded. And both of these units are kind of wounded. Move back to the road. Got a lot of shitty cannons over there. Let's see if we can prepare our attack upon this area. Grenadiers are about to come in and to aid. And as the enemy is focusing on their front, the cavalry will sweep in from the back. Quite a few of the dragoons were hit. We're actually gonna redraw them, and then the line infantry will open fire. Shit. Our men are in a difficult situation. I'll just tell them to fire at everything they see. Form into line. And go bayonet on them. This is, I think, the last capture point right here. We kind of need to replenish these two units, so we took out the police squad out of this. We took out this, which means that this is the only one that's left. Can I get the cannons then? Roll up the cannons, see if we can destroy that tower. I can use the grenadiers as well. I can throw the grenades at it.
Now the village belongs to us.
Nice. Highlanders will deploy there, while you deploy there. We got more Highlanders coming in.
Approaching the enemy village.
The Russians got 2 squads here.
We've obtained information.
Royal Highlanders deploy. Deploy.
Approaching the enemy
Deploy.
village.
Deploy. And then we'll see about blowing that tower up. Getting these back into strength. Taking the last capture point. At the same time trying to attack this location here. We can go ahead and take this village. Highlanders shot them and then moves forward to take that. These guys go over there. The Grenadiers both line up over here. Cannons are on their way.
Now the village belongs.
The Royal Highlanders will, yes, move to where I told them to. And the tower opened fire on these guys because they're now controlled by our men. Or we're in control of that village. Right, Royal Highlanders into line behind that. And then get the cannons up. We've got a nice ridge where we can deploy them on. These are almost at strength, ready to go ahead and fight these guys. I want the 2 cannons there. And I want the howitzer on the road, like so. And then we can get the rocket there towards the enemy.
Just give us an order.
And we'll turn the enemy a bit. Try to get them so we surround the enemy position. We can get the other grenadiers actually to come to the side here. Not entirely sure why the Russians aren't deploying their men. They've got this Prebodjansky Lifeguard Regiment, which is probably a pretty good unit. And the Guard Chasseur. Alright, I think that's enough. So let's get these guys over here ready to attack this area. Cannons are about to come into position. The howitzer is ready to open fire on the tower. The cannons are rolling into position, ready to open fire on the tower as well. Let's get the howitzer to open fire first. Fire on that tower. Boom. Oh, we actually destroyed it with that one howitzer shot. Then the cannons will focus in on these 2 units. What we'll try to do is we'll try to make it so we break these 2 squads at the same time as we capture this village. The Highlanders are better shot, so they should stand in front. Kaboom! And then pull back. Let's scare the enemy, so they push back. And now the police squad is coming up. And we'll go ahead and fire at those guys. We completely destroy them and capture the village, so we're about to be victorious here. Time to open up. Grenadiers will advance. We'll push the bayonet charge over there. Sufficient zones have been captured. We are winning. Fire at this range then, because we're not going to be able to get any closer. Ah, we weren't able to break them. Almost. Almost. And then we captured the region, which has destroyed the Tsar and Russia. So we lost the Royal Dragoons for some reason. The Guard Chasseurs, I'm not entirely sure how I lost them. And we destroyed 25 enemy squads. And a lot, I mean, when we got that route going, there was nothing left. Russia has pushed back towards their own capital, or what was previous their capital. We just make sure they're not able to retake that. And I can't move, so that's going to push the Russians out of the game. And right now, the only one we're at war with then is the Russians and the Polish. So we're gonna have to attack the Polish. The easiest way is to go towards Berlin then. And let's go ahead and end turn. I have a suspicion that some enemies might go ahead and surrender to us at this point. The Prussians, kind of silly, stupidly enough, went ahead and signed peace with us for some reason. I don't see why, because they could have captured a lot more regions here. The Polish continue to attack. Rome. Am I gonna have to push? Non-aggression with Austria is broken. Am I gonna have to push and destroy these guys, or what's going on there? I could sweep through and take all of these regions, but I rather move towards actually destroying the enemy or capturing Berlin. Oh, I can move on a second turn. Nice. Then we'll move to Warsaw. Kinda nice there. Right, the Russians, they have no chance. They repulsed the attack and Russia is done for. The Ottomans are back. Poland wants to surrender at discretion of your country. Yes, I will accept. Poland has become part of our country now. So the Polish... Oh, the Russians were allied with the Polish, so they were able to spawn their army in on Polish territory. But the Polish surrendered, meaning that I took control of Berlin. And so Russia once more finds itself facing, with 3 squads, facing 18 of my squads. And who am I really at war with? I could attack the Austrians then, because the Austrians basically have nothing going on for them, really. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade as many regions, make sure that the enemy does not take them from us. Diplomacy-wise, we're at war with the Russians still. We got permission to pass by Austria, so maybe we'll not attack them just yet. I'll keep pushing towards perfect regions so we can push even further. We get into Berlin, and I push the Russians into Prague. Interesting. Let's go ahead and end turn. Austrians retreat to their capital in Budapest, or well, the strongest region. Wait, I thought we had an agreement there. There's some trouble in Paris. Oh yes, we only signed peace treaties. We didn't actually sign any treaties to sort of. Look at that. I might have been able to just force the enemy out by taking these regions. So maybe should have gone through there instead. Then do what I did. Same time, looking at the timer, I think I'm gonna have to end it right here. This is probably quite a long episode, but I was hoping I would end it here, which is not the case still. So the main enemy to deal with looks to be Prussia, so we'll probably go ahead and attack the Prussians through Frankfurt, Stuttgart, and then towards Marseille. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!